2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and Chicago. You look at Chicago, they're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know this could be the year.
Welcome back to the Jordan Saga series. It's the playoffs, round 2. I think what they call the semifinals or something like that. Damn. Starting off a little crazy. We pretty much had the advantage the whole series right here. Up 3-0. They got one more game until they're eliminated. You know, I do like playing in the Chicago Stadium clutch time joint. Very intimate. You know, crowd is just as loud, but placed separately across the court, around the court. And I like the scoreboard is like really close. At first, the green three-pointer and the white three-pointer on the same court kind of like threw me off. But, you know, I played on it during the season, and, you know, I already played on it in Game 3. It's not so bad, really. I mean, as long as you focus on the white three-pointer being your original three-pointer, the green really kind of, like, shifts in and out of mattering. Which, funny enough, right? I mean, I know it's the beginning, so I can like kind of give this game a little bit more context, but it kind of brings me off into a little side tangent real quick. People are thinking about changing the three-point line. Some people are thinking about adding a four-point line, and some people are thinking about getting rid of the easiest three-point shot there is on the court, which is the corner 3. Hey, shout out to Glenn Rice. Good shit. We're shooting good. We've been shooting good all series. We've been playing good defense. Also, I want to say Thurl Bailey is back. Thurl Bailey is back for the 4th game. I guess he couldn't watch his team be eliminated without him having have some type of say-so in it or something. I don't know. Either way, he's back and coming off the bench. He's fully healthy, but, you know, first coming off the bench, and then you play well enough, you get right back in the starting role. But I don't think he was starting in the first place. But anyway, so another thing people are doing when they're talking about changing the three-point line is cutting the corner 3. And what that's going to do is kind of make it like how the green three-point line is, how it just kind of cuts off towards the end. I mean, I know there's like a green in the corner, so you can kind of make it like a green three-point corner, but like it would cut off to the sideline, and it would just be long 2s in the corner with just the 3 around like the arc. You know what I mean? I mean, that's one thing. That's one way you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an interesting way of doing it. Excuse me. But yeah, man, this series is like almost like a vacation for us. I did not expect for us to kind of be in the driver's seat like this. If anything, I expected at least a gentleman's sweep, or us to be in the position of a gentleman's sweep. I mean, look at that. Just, we're looking good, playing smooth, throwing alley-oops. Like, come on, bro. Like, we're a well-oiled machine by this point. I mean, at least when it comes to this team and this matchup, like, that one matchup during the regular season at home when we first went against them and had to go like in overtime and shit. That was our first culture shock. But beyond that, we had to play them back to back, and we played them here in Chicago, and we whooped that ass. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like at first we didn't get it. I tried to do a little wraparound pass. At first we didn't get it on the first matchup, but by now we completely understand this team. I can see why they have certain losses, just because like we have the strengths that they don't. And no matter what they do, no matter how good MJ plays, he cannot be a guard and hey, he almost had that shit. He cannot be a guard and a center at the same time. I guess that's part of the unicorn aspect when it comes to the new players. Because he just can't be. Hey, there he goes. Thurl Bailey in the building. Goggles on. I'm so glad they didn't call a foul, because he would not have made that.
Chicago trails by 6. Outside Butler.
Yeah, this team, I mean, they're deep. Against certain teams, they're like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say that, I mean like say the Rockets or the EBC Ringers or like Drew League. Certain teams that kind of just run and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? They have big men, but they have big men that are mobile and maybe could be on the perimeter a little bit. And just shit like that. They kill those teams because their guards and their forwards, you can't outmatch them. We can't outmatch their guards and forwards. That's why I was saying, you know, as good as Jordan plays, you can't be a center too. You can't be, the moment you miss that three, you're not Giannis. You know, you didn't average damn near almost a triple-double like Luka did. You didn't average a triple-double like Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you scored, got your assists, maybe 5, maybe 6 assists a game. But being able to have the ball and do all these other things, steals, blocks, rebounds, assists, there wasn't necessarily a Kevin Durant back then. So Michael Jordan is about as unicorn as you can get. I mean, other than maybe Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, I guess, was a unicorn because he was 6'4" doing this stuff. But yeah, that was about as unicorn as you can get, was Charles Barkley, really. But it's a whole different league now. So saying that to say, Jordan can't save those centers down there. Not against Moses, not against Kevin Garnett. See what I'm saying? Like, your offensive rebounds are going to be limited. And, you know, you got Vucevic, you got somebody in the perimeter, but we're not one of those super fast, guard-heavy perimeter teams, you know. Okay, I mean, hey, Jordan's going to do his thing. I will say that. But it's like instances like that. Big man misses, you end up getting the 3. More defense, you miss the 3. You ain't getting that shit back, man.
Harper against Johnson. First personal foul, 3rd team foul. Johnson against Jordan.
It's still a close one though. We've had a couple close ones. I'm not gonna lie. We haven't like blown out Jordan every single game. The first game was semi-close. The second game was close. Like, that was a close one, the second game. They were up for a good majority of the third quarter, I would say. Like, a little bit of the second quarter. Yeah, it was one of those games where it was like, oh shit, like, did we underestimate the Jordan team? Because I thought we were finna just go crazy, but I don't know, Jordan. But we ended up doing our little adjustment. This is a slight defensive adjustment. I think we overcorrected with. It wasn't Jordan. It was somebody else. It might have been like Drazen or Karan Butler or some shit like that. But I think we might have overcorrected with their defense. It was somebody around Jordan to where it was making Jordan like invincible. What was going on? So we did like a slight adjustment to what we was already doing. Oh shit. Yo, Glenn Rice going to the rack like that? You know we finna win. Are you serious? Since when? How? I can't even say how, Sway, because he was right. Whoa, 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 whoa. That would have been crazy if I shot it and made it, but I know I wasn't going to make that. Come on, bro. I keep getting this thing. Let's go. Oh, my. All right, 2K. All right. Oh, my goodness. You kidding me? Damn, they still ain't going to make it either. That's crazy.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every
other. All right, 2K doing the most now.
It's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
It's me versus 2K at this point.
Back to Garnett.
All right, good shit. Good shit. KG make his free throws. Man, I'm telling you, it is so difficult playing in that Rockets rebuild league. Holy shit. Just as far as like free throws, it's so difficult watching, bro, because nobody makes their oh, I was about to go crazy. Hold up. Yo, 2K's not letting me do what I want to do. That's the problem. All right, so yeah, just a quick thing on the Rockets thing. Like, it's so hard watching my teammates, all of them, every single one of them, shoot free throws, because none of them niggas can shoot free throws. You would think Jalen Green would be like, you know, a little bit better than what he is, but it feels like the percentage is higher than what I'm looking at. Like, I see like 81%. I'd be like, what? Where? I've watched not every free throw, because I've been on the bench for, you know, during games and stuff like that, and I get subbed out, and he might be in. But for the most part, I see most of his free throws, and I seen most of his misses. I guess I should say that. I've seen most of the misses. I didn't miss too much when I was on the bench. 81% just feels too high. Like, I feel like I'm watching 76%, to keep it real. And I think Kevin Porter's is like 80% too, and him too. You would think, oh yeah, Kevin Porter can at least. No, nigga. No, his shit. When I watch his shit, I truly feel like a 74% free throw shooter is on the line. And I know he's not. It's higher than that, but it just don't feel like it, bruh. DeAndre Jordan cannot shoot free throws worth a damn. Alperen Sengun, I mean, I'll say this, he makes it when it counts, but for the most part, he's just as iffy as everyone else, bro. To be honest with you. Then Kevin Martin Jr., this nigga airballed free throws. Like, he probably airballed the most free throws on the team. Corey Kispert, he makes them, but every now and then he'll miss one. It's kind of like, come on, bro, what else are you gonna do? Like, 3-pointers and free throws. Like, and then Jonathan Isaac, he's iffy too. So like, it's literally everyone but me that can shoot free throws, and it's just Every time someone on my team gets fouled on that Rockets rebuild, it's like, fuck. Like, it's really bad. We have some people like that on this team, but it's not as bad. Man. It's really not. I mean, Jalen, sometimes he does fuck it up. Glenn Rice usually makes his. Ben Wallace can't make him worth a damn, but he comes off the bench. But KG and Moses are pretty solid when it comes to free throws. Way more solid than anyone on the Rockets. So, yeah, there's my half. Take that. Bow!
That we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out the visiting team. Maybe they haven't been as superior in this game as they've been in the previous 3, but they're still in position to advance with a 4-0 sweep and get a few extra days off before the next round. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Great work on the glass so far. They're hustling, showing more desire, they're boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
And taking a look at their outside shooting, got to be honest, it's pretty horrible. Under 30%, which is something you never want to see. They need to reevaluate what they're doing on offense because they're leaving points on the table.
We welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Oakley is out there with Maggette. And it's Vucevic, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Harper in at the point. Now here's Johnson. Garnett left side. Pulls it from the elbow. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, I'll admit this one's a dogfight. To see a little turnaround and see the similarities yet differences between me and Jordan right there. Shooting the ball a little bit more than me, but at the same time, I have more points than him, and I have more rebounds and assists, and that's where my shot attempts have went. Jordan's as good as he is as a player, he just made that shot right there, so he can keep his team in the game, but you know, as the leaders of our teams, what else can you do? And that's usually the question when it comes to players nowadays. You know, you really can't just be Ray Allen and lead the Supersonics anymore. Like, you really have to be somewhat multi-dimensional. And as much defense and offense Michael Jordan can play and do and force like he just did right there, the fact that the shot attempts aren't going to me, even though Glenn Rice just caused another turnover. I don't want to say another like he caused a turnover, but he just caused a turnover. Really don't need that right now, but whatever. Anyway, even though my possession rate is high, my shot attempts aren't. And that's the difference between me and Jordan. And that's why Jordan, I mean, besides having big men, defend our big men, the real reason is Jordan's just not multi-dimensional enough to lead the team. Not this roster, anyway. If he had some better big men, maybe this would be able to slide. But or if it was maybe like a regular league and Jordan was in it, it'd be different. But this is an all-time league. This league is full of people that are real centers, real power forwards, real physical. Like, this game is defensive. We've had some physical games between us, the Black Mambas, the Bad Boys, this Jordan team. I think we had a physical one between the Clovers, EBC, the Lakers at one point, which, you know, we're not scared of any team, because if you're scared of a team, you're not winning the finals. But I kind of have been hoping a team would eliminate the Lakers. But it doesn't look like... Woo, that was close. It doesn't look like there's a real matchup for them at this moment. I mean, they still have a whole nother round to go. So we'll see what happens with that. But, I mean, I say that, but we only lost one game, and it was the first one. So we're a force to be reckoned with ourselves. It's just the fact that I played the Lakers, bro. I played them twice, and it was the same thing basically twice, except I knew what I was getting into the second time, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what we're gonna do, but can you really stop it? And I don't know how to explain it, but it's like an immovable object, and they're just telling you to stop it. So you have to, like, I don't know. You have to figure out a way to get something like a game plan bigger than something that's an immovable object, because you yourself are not going to be able to stop it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has to be mentally bigger than the assets and talent I have. It has to be like the most foolproof, sealed, craziest game plan involving the specific people on our roster to do certain things during certain situations, so we can limit this and be able to build on our strength at the same, like, it's going to have a lot of combinations is what I'm saying. Now, that doesn't make me afraid, because it's basketball. Anything can happen. At the same time, it's like, bruh, it's going to take a lot of effort, a lot, to beat whoever comes out of the West. It won't take as much if it's not the Lakers, but if it is the Lakers, like, I deadass might have to just lock myself in a room for like 6 hours, 6-7 hours, and just play the whole series in minutes, just all at once. Because that's how locked in I have to be in order to win this game. No bullshit. The amount of locked in I have to be in order to get this finals trophy, bro. Now I'm thinking ahead, right? Because I'm still playing the Jordan team. But this nigga just airball. They're at home. We're up in the fourth. I just got subbed in. I'm doing some ooh, what a play. Good shit. I'm doing some step backs. I'm practicing some step backs, and I like it. You know?
Chicago trails by 8.
Just doing certain things so we can have good habits for the conference finals. Speaking of the conference finals, it's the Hawks versus St. Louis, and St. Louis came all the way from the playing game, and you would think because they had a competitive first round in the playoffs after playing these playing games, and then so they came in as a 10th seed and became an 8th seed, and then beat the first round opponent, and now they're playing the Hawks. And it seemed like a fairy tale story until, I don't know, there's a certain thing the Hawks are doing that St. Louis is just not able to stop. They stopped it one time. You know, St. Louis does have a win, but it's just something about the Hawks' tempo and how they're just being able to do what they want. It's really surprising, to be honest. Like, Jason Tatum is guarding Dominique Wilkins, and you know, you would think they have the big men, Bryant Reeves, Chris Kaman, you know, Chris Bosh, to keep Dwight Howard, you know, somewhat at bay. And, you know, their other forward is Josh Smith, so it's not like he's about to be the super crazy rebounder, you know, block every shot guy. I mean, he's a good block person, don't get me wrong, but... And it's Jordan in for Petrovic. Johnson, that's for 2. Ooh. 2 points. That's what you call gravity, ladies and gentlemen. You get Jordan on you. Do a little ooh, ah. He knows you're about to shoot, but Vucevic should have been guarding his man. You looking at me. Here's Jordan. Yeah, I got the ball, but you weren't guarding me. You were guarding somebody else. You might want to pick that guy up before I pass it to him, and it's too late. So, usually I try to like block the dunk from behind. Didn't happen this time. Whatever.
See how much air he had under him? Wow. That's the kind of passing you...
It looks like we're starting to pull away just a little bit. If we can keep this momentum going, we can be celebrating the end of this series in Chicago in their gymnasium. I'm going to say building. In their gymnasium. Shit, they might as well add me to the mural. I won MVP. I'm probably the greatest motherfucker in the league. And if I'm the greatest motherfucker in the league, I'm the greatest nigga ever. This is an all-time league. If I'm beating Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Who are y'all? Individuals can affect the basketball game so much, but in the end, when it comes to games and series like this, and the stakes are high, or the most high they can be for your team in the moment, your individual just kind of takes a backseat, and it becomes more of a team game. Yeah, I can do triple doubles in the regular season, and if I do a triple double this game, it's because we needed it. We weren't up by that much at halftime. You know, we're not even up double digits now. So it's just a lot easier to make it about you in the regular season when it counts.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on
a team game.
Now he's just lighting him up.
Jordan is finding that out the hard way. He's going to keep fighting until the end. He's going to
Jordan's got 24 points.
He's going to keep trying to keep his team in the game. He's going to hype himself up. He's going to psychoanalyze, pretend we shot his mom or some shit. You know.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropping.
Either way, in the end,
must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight.
It's all about us, the team.
It was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Some players rise to the occasion.
You know what you see all in this highlight?
And some wilt under it.
Throughout this whole entire highlight, you know what you see? Assists.
Don't let up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Garnett against Harper.
You see assists during that highlight. I didn't see not one person ISO for any of those baskets that you just seen.
And 3 from Jordan. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 16th rebound.
Whoa, slow down there. Matter of fact, fuck it.
Johnson with the stuff.
And there is no
I mean,
better way to
about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now, here is Oakland. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And this is why Wallace is
I really do like the fact that we're confident enough to keep Ben Wallace in the game later on in the game. You know, it's 3 minutes left. You would think we would absolutely need Moses to be on the court. But what we need Moses for,
outside Harper.
Ben Wallace can pretty much do somewhat. Moses is there for defense. Ben Wallace can be with the defense. One is only like an inch shorter. Only problem is Moses can learn to shoot free throws. He has a little bit better offense as far as shooting the ball, stuff like that. Maybe even handling it. Passes. You know, a little bit of awareness. But we can keep that awareness to 4 people and just have a great defense for 5.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets
in crunch time
when the game gets close.
Here's Johnson, and good.
You know what I mean? Like, that could have been an alley-oop to Moses Malone, but he's not in, so you know, I've been doing my step back all game. My side step, all that.
Tonight, he's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Ron Harper, I'm going to miss you, man. 6'7" point guard, always going to the rim like a John Morant.
Here's Johnson.
You can shoot a little bit. If I leave you open, you may or may not hit it. But if it's crunch time, you hit it.
Kept alive. Wallace lays it up.
Hey, man, it is what it is. Ben Wallace, 3rd man of the cleanup crew. He's earned his badge.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And again, no good by Chicago.
I'm gonna miss this court, man. This was a cool court.
Johnson against Harper.
It is what it is. Courts are being retired left and right in the playoffs. Teams are getting eliminated. Shutting the lights off.
That little feathery looking jump shot.
Harper against Johnson. Harper, no good. Harper's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%.
So many custom courts in the league, yet
Johnson dishes to Brown.
They're all getting cut one by one.
Here's Rice.
I mean, we still got ours, but
kicks it to Johnson. 6 to shoot.
Only gonna be 4 teams left. Just know.
And the 3 ball is good.
Finishing strong.
Johnson outside. From the arc. Garnett kicks to Rice. The pass to Brown. Johnson, that's for 2. It's off. And the series has been won. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the 2nd round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew,
that's it, fam. Sayonara. 27, 5 and 3, 11 for 24. It sounds like a Jordan game. Thurl Bailey came back just to see his team get eliminated. Almost had a triple-double, 11 for 23, 13 for 19, 31 points, 19 rebounds. That's why he's player of the game, nigga. Glenn Rice having 17 points. Shout out to him. Eliminated. Get out. All right, so it's Seattle and the Lakers. And we're waiting on St. Louis versus Atlanta. See y'all next game.